Language, word meanings. Is it just me, or are you watching a change in the way people use language? Hi, Alex McFarland here. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hey, listen to this. What would you call somebody who was born without vision? Blind? No, they are unsighted. That's what they say now, because blind is not polite. Unsighted. I was watching a news coverage of a plane that they went through wind shear, they lost their lift, and when the pilot successfully landed, everybody clapped. That's good. I've been on a few flights like that. But they said that 100 passengers momentarily were terrified that they would be unalived. In other words, killed. And I was listening to that, unalived. I mean, we don't talk that way. Nobody talks that way. But they didn't. Somebody said, well, maybe in that news report, they didn't want to say killed or dead because the AI would censor that. Oh, censorship, yes, that exists. Speech suppression. But we don't say someone is unsighted, and we don't say that if you lose your life, you're unalived. But as George Orwell said in 1984, who controls the language controls the culture. I was watching an online debate with Christopher Hitchens, who I debated myself. He passed away, sadly. He was actually a pretty nice guy. But he was speaking of Jesus Christ, but he wouldn't say Jesus. He said the Nazarene, the Nazarene. Yes, Jesus of Nazareth. But say Christ, say Jesus, say God. But our language is being morphed and nuanced. And I want to challenge you to have the courage and the boldness to speak truth because words mean things. They really do. Words and language have objective meaning, not just merely subjective preferences that we impose on language. But I will tell you, folks, because we're in a battle for truth, there is a wrestling match over the use of words. More than ever, we must have the courage to speak truth. We must have the cultivated skill to think logically and the willingness to communicate precisely. Now, you can do these things, every single one of us. And the Bible promises in James 1 verse 5, that if we ask God for wisdom, He will give it. He will abundantly make you wise. And we can become more skillful in the way that we think, the alacrity with which we think, and the effectiveness with which we communicate. So for God and country, let's stand for truth, and yet let's use words carefully and very fruitfully. God will help you do that, and He will be glorified as we do. So here, with a carefully chosen choice of words, I say this: may God bless you as you stand for truth.